Chapter 3. Something in the trees. The sound came again, closer this time. Evan froze. One foot still hovered above the ground, caught in the middle of a step. His muscles locked as if they had received the message before his mind did. Don't move. He listened. At first there was nothing, just wind, just leaves, just the quiet breathing of the forest. Then a branch snapped, not sharply, not suddenly, slowly, as if something heavy had leaned its weight against it. Evan's stomach tightened. He lowered his foot. Carefully, the ground barely made a sound beneath his shoe. He turned his head an inch at a time. Left. Nothing. Right. Fog. Trees. Shadows that looked like they might become something if he stared too long. But they didn't. They stayed shadows. He told himself he was imagining it. That was easier. Fear made people hear things. Fear made patterns out of nothing. Fear made monsters where there were only trees. He exhaled, slowly. "Get it together," he whispered. His voice sounded small. Somewhere deeper in the woods, she stopped moving. She had been walking for nearly an hour, maybe longer. Time didn't work right here. The light barely changed. The sky stayed hidden. Every direction looked the same. She only knew she was tired and thirsty and afraid. She crouched beside a thick trunk and rested her forehead against the bark. It was cool, solid, real. She closed her eyes for just a moment. That was all she meant to do. Just a moment. A sound made her snap them open, low, distant, a rumble that barely registered as noise at all. More like pressure, like the air itself had shifted. She held her breath, listened. It came again. A long exhale, deep, slow, not human. Her pulse jumped. She pressed herself closer to the tree. Every instinct screamed at her to run, but another instinct, older, quieter, told her something else. Running made noise. Noise got noticed. So she stayed still. Evan felt it too, not the sound, the change. The forest had gone quiet. No birds, no insects, no rustling leaves. Silence like a held breath. He stopped walking. His eyes scanned the trees. The fog seemed thicker now, or maybe he was just noticing it more. He couldn't see very far. That bothered him. Something moved. Far ahead, between two trunks, just a shadow sliding where shadows shouldn't slide. He blinked. It was gone. His heart began to race. He backed up a step, then another. A branch cracked beneath his heel. The sound exploded in the quiet. Too loud, too sharp. He winced. Nothing happened for several seconds. Then a deep rustling answered him, heavy, deliberate, closer than before. Evan's mouth went dry. "Hey," he called softly. He didn't know why, maybe to prove he was still human, maybe to convince himself he wasn't alone. I'm just passing through." The words sounded ridiculous the moment he said them. Passing through what? There was nowhere to pass to. The sound stopped, then came again, to his left now. Whatever it was circling. She heard it too, not clearly, not fully, just enough. Branches bending, leaves crushing, something large moving where large things shouldn't. Her hands began to shake. She clenched them into fists. Don't cry, don't move, don't make noise. Evan took another step back. His foot slipped. He stumbled, caught himself. But the damage was done. Twigs snapped, leaves scattered, noise spilled into the air. This time the response was immediate. A low growl rolled through the trees, not loud, not angry, territorial, claiming. Evan's blood turned cold. He turned and ran. Not blindly, not wildly, just fast enough to survive. Branches whipped his arms, roots clawed at his feet. His lungs burned, but he didn't stop. He couldn't. Behind him, something crashed through the undergrowth, keeping pace, unhurried, confident, like it knew he would tire first. She heard him running, heard the panic in it, heard the pursuit. Her fear shifted, it twisted. For the first time since waking up here, it wasn't only about him anymore. She stayed hidden, but she listened, every crashing step, every breaking branch, until the sounds faded into the distance and the forest slowly began to breathe again. Night crept in unnoticed, the light dimmed, the fog thickened. Somewhere in the dark, something powerful moved through the trees, and both of them knew, without seeing it, without naming it, without understanding it, they were being hunted.